collection, $27.28. Jen's gonna be at the beauty bar. Jen, what's your favorite thing about a cat eye?
I love how it just intensifies your entire lash line. It can just give you this ultimate dramatic look. It'll take you from day to glam instantly. If you can do a subtle one too for the day, and then you can just bump it up for night. And I love it because I don't have really full lashes, so this just gives the illusion of like a heavier, thicker lash line.
I agree.
And Nicole is actually in the process of drawing a nice wing on me right now.
And it's self-sharpening in the cap, guys.
I love this.
So all you have to do is just go back and forth like this a couple times, and it's literally back to being sharpened. It is completely mind-blowing.
How did I not know this? So Nicole, do all of your friends make you do their makeup all the time?
Sometimes I'm kind of like, eh.
You're like, Mama needs some time off, but thanks.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are doing a little more of a dramatic cat eye. So how did you start this? Because this is a little more of a bolder eye. Did you start at the bottom of the lash line?
So I like to always start, we got a little messy over here, but I'll clean it. I like to start here and then kind of drag it upwards.
Okay.
So that way you can tell like where your wing is gonna go. Jen's gonna buff it out.
And actually, I'm glad that this is happening because I think if you're trying a cat eye for the first time,
Oh,
you
yeah,
mess
you're
up,
gonna
you don't
make
have to take
mistakes.
the whole thing off. You
Oh,
just kind of
let's
buff
just
it.
put this out there. When you're trying a cat eye for the first time, you will mess up. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged.
perfect
Don't
it.
quit.
You should consider going into another profession.
Yes, it is definitely something that's going to take some practice. You just need the right products, right, guys?
100%. And that's why this is so easy to use because it just kind of like glides on. You don't need a lot of coats. And usually like I don't like to do a cat eye with a pencil, but this one makes it so easy to do. And then Jen, if you want to just get in your inner corner.
Yes. Sorry, I like went silent. Like, silence, liquid, well not liquid, but any type of eyeliner.
So how far do you take it over because it's such a dramatic kind of side element?
It's really preference for me personally, and I think Jen too. She's kind of like she's like an expert at the cat eyes. So I would say for me personally, I like to bring it out to about where the tip of your brow would be, kind of like in that area right there where I'm kind of pointing. Like have a nice little space there. So I like to bring it towards the end of the eyebrow and not go any farther.
Well, let me ask you this, because Catherine was saying on Facebook, I got out of using eyeliners because she was using your shadows instead with the liners.
I do the same thing.
Can you still, I mean, with this, is this for the more dramatic? I mean, can you create something that's a little more subtle with the Maneater liner?
You can, and the thing that I love about the Maneater liner actually is that it's great for the inner waterline. So I love a waterline liner kind of all the time, whether I'm going a little bit more dramatic or a little more natural. And this is great because it's ophthalmologist tested, so you kind of get the option. And I'm right there with you. I like to use the shadow as liner too.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just want to bump it up just a little bit, have a little bit
Agreed.
more intensity. And the great thing about this particular liner is that it's got the intensity of the liners that you need a pot with a brush, but it's a lot more portable, a lot more convenient.
So I want to say something that might make you mad as a product developer.
That's
because
okay.
we're talking
Let's hear
about
it.
application for eyeliner and a lot of conversation about that in the trick tonight or in the Facebook chat tonight. I one time took a piece of fashion tape to create a wing line to just kind of teach myself how far
genius.
it needed to go. You can do that, right?
You
like
can
it's not
totally do that.
Okay, phew.
It's literally such a great tip, especially when you start practicing.
Yeah.
It's like take even a Post-it note if you've got one.
Yes.
It makes it so easy.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what are you girls still cat eyeing over there?
I'm
We
gonna feel like I gotta
are.
head up
I
some more
know.
cat eye.
It's
I feel like I'm
so
not
like
cat-eyed
it's
enough.
kind of like a process. Like you have to be quiet during it. I like sometimes forget to breathe when I'm doing my cat
Right?
eye. But
I'll
yeah,
talk for you. I'll talk for you while you apply. But the thing
Look
about
at that
this,
color, Lee. That's incredible. It looks like a liquid.
that's the thing. It looks like a liquid, but you get a lot more precision, as you can see Nicole applying this. A lot of times with liquid, honestly, like you have to be how dare I say, you kind of have to be a pro.
I agree.
Because it's
I totally
tough. Like
agree.
it's a process, you gotta
it's like
practice.
painting your fingernails. One hand looks good, the other one not so much.
100%.
Yeah.
It's like you can get the right side and the left side's like, maybe I can't leave the house like this. But the beautiful thing here is that you get control.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and also, you know what, guys, like, I say this about my eyebrows and I'll say it about my liner too. liner is supposed to be sisters, not twins. You know what I'm saying? So don't freak out if your liner is a little bit uneven. I think honestly, like, just mastering a cat eye in itself is so hard, but using the Maneater liner makes it so easy. Like, you saw how quick Jen and I did it, and honestly, this has been maybe my third or fourth time using the product, so I was able to do it very, very quickly on Jen, and it's super pigmented. You only have to go over it one time to get that true black color.
And let's just look at your lashes, Miss Nicole, because I am just staring at those Maneater 5 lashes.
Oh, thank you. Yes, these are great. I love this mascara. I actually am doing a favorite series on my YouTube channel where I'm talking about this mascara because it is just so great. I haven't used one as good as this in a really, really long time. And like, my lashes are still flexible. Like, I'm able to touch them and they still move. They're not clumpy, nothing. So that's also really important to me too. I don't want my lashes to feel really stiff, so having that is really nice.
I call those like the 5 o'clock crunchies. Like, you can feel your lashes sometimes and you're like, that doesn't even feel like a lash, more so than it does like a tortilla
crunchy.
chip.
That's adorable.
And that's what you don't want to happen. And I think that's why I keep going back to Maneater, because it's almost like you've put a bottle of moisturizer in a mascara formulation. And like, while you get this amazing liner and that beautiful black pigment, my favorite part about Maneater is because of the brush, like you talked about with the flexibility, you get into that lash line. So like, even if you're not precise with meeting the liner to your lashes, the mascara will fix that.
It totally will. And you know what I love too about the Maneater mascara? You don't have to work it. Right? I mean, a lot of times with mascara, I don't want to sit there for like 5 minutes and have to work it. It's like, I want to put it on, I want to be done.
Totally.
I want it to do the work for me.
Thank you.
I want it to be like autopilot, like boop, boop, boop. Okay, perfect fan.
Done.
Styled, done. Call it a day.
Well, this 2-piece combo available on a featured price, beautyiq.com. We're gonna move on to the next part of our tutorial with how to create a sexy cat eye. And we're going to now talk about the color that you're going to put on your eyes. So this is our limited edition Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen collection. You are getting 9 gorgeous eyeshadows. You're getting a highlighter, one of the most serious blushes I've seen from you guys. I'm obsessed with the blush.
Isn't it beautiful?
And the very famous Park Avenue Princess bronzer that you see in there. This comes home for 2 easy payments of $22.50. This was created by another YouTuber influencer.